Yes. So trade cycles. There are two questions in this trade cycle. Number one question, explain the features of trade cycle, and number two, explain the phases of trade cycle. Explain the features of trade cycle and explain the phases of trade cycle. Now we are going to discuss first features of trade cycle. But before we start, let me tell you the meaning of trade cycle. See, there are fluctuations in the economy. There are fluctuations. That means economy fluctuates. Sometimes there is a up, there is a down movement in the economy. So that movement is called as the trade cycle. Sometimes there is a depression, sometimes there is a recession, sometimes there is a prosperity. So these types of movements are there in the economy. It keeps on changing. That is why I use the word fluctuate. Fluctuate means it changes. Economic activities are changing. So that is what is called as trade cycle. Trade cycles or business cycles, they are part of the economic system. We cannot avoid that. They keep coming. No one can avoid that we have to we have to protect. We can protect ourselves from the trade cycle, but we cannot prevent trade cycle to happen. The fluctuations are always bound to happen in every economy. It's not like that it is happening only in the underdeveloped countries or developing countries. It is happening all countries, developing countries, underdeveloped countries, everywhere it is happening. Okay, so this is what you have to understand, that trade cycles are like a wave like movement in the economy. Wave, have you seen the waves in the, when you go to the seashore, you see that the waves are coming, waves are going up and coming down, going up and coming down. That is what is happening in the economy. So business cycle is like a swing or wave like movement. Swing, when you go to the swing, it is moving up and coming down, moving up and coming down. That is what is happening in the economy, and that is called as the trade cycle. Now the trade cycles, like this is it can happen for a long period or it can happen for a short period. Right? See, I'll just give you the example. Say for example, at our home, if somebody is not well, okay, so what happens? We are going to the doctor, that person cannot work, that person is not able to eat food properly, he cannot go to the work, and he cannot even study, or all those things are happening. So what we do, we go to the doctor and we get the medicine. But suppose, say for example, if you are going to the local doctor and that doctor is not that good enough to you give you correct medicine, or to judge what has happened to you, or to diagnose what has happened to you, then you will not be getting the correct medicine. So your this thing, like illness is growing. Then what happened? You go to the specialist. If you get a good doctor, he immediately diagnose that this is what is the disease or this is what is the illness, and then accordingly he gives you medicine, and immediately you come out of the problem. So the same thing happens in the economy. Economy also becomes ill. Economy also becomes sick. And to bring out the economy from the sickness, the measures have to be taken. The measures, who is taking the measures? The government is taking the measures. What measures government is taking? Government is giving lots and lots of programs to the economy. Now just think the situation of this. I am just giving you the introduction part so that it will be very, very easy and clear to you, easy to understand, and clarity will be there. So what is government doing now? Now see the economy, Indian economy or even a global economy. Today entire globe is facing the problem of coronavirus. Right? It is a great pandemic happened in our country and in the globe, in the entire globe it is happening. So that was totally uncertain to us. That it does not come by telling that yes, Corona never told us that I am coming to your country. It spread like a wildfire. Till March, we were not even aware about what is Corona and all. Right? So all of a sudden that attack is there on the economy. So uska effect kya ho gaya hai? What is the effect of that attack? 3-4 months total lockdown. No work, no employment opportunity, no income, demand is less, there is no profit, banks are also not working in a very good way, then government is not able to do anything, health problem is happening. So that means the economy is totally contracting. Contract. contraction and expansion. These things you have to understand. Contraction, that means now what is happening in our country, that not in our country only but in the entire globe, what is happening, that there is no job because there is a lockdown. People are not able to go out. Those people who are working on the daily wages, they are suffering a lot. People in the rural areas are not getting the health facilities, so people are not able to move, people are not able to work. That means there is no income at all. When there is no income at all, people do not demand anything. They cannot demand anything because there is no income. Pocket में पैसा ही नहीं है, so they can't even demand anything. So production units are totally closed. Production units are closed. 100% unemployment is problem, a great problem in our country. So this is now economy is contracted. This is what is called as contraction is happening in our country. Now see in the diagram, when you see the diagram on the first slide, just see that there is something called as I have written here recession. Recession means contraction of all the activities. Now contraction is a downward trade cycle. It is a downward trade cycle. So in the contraction, what has happened? What are the characteristics of contraction? What is happening now in our economy? That is, these are the characteristics of contraction. What has happened? Falling consumption. There is no consumption. Falling production. There is no production. Real GDP is falling. Gross domestic product is falling. There is increase in the unemployment problem. Unemployment is rising. Prices are falling. There is a fall in the profit. There is a fall in the demand for credits. Stock prices are going down. Business profits are falling sharply. There is no business at all. Right? So it is happening, and now you just see the diagram, first diagram, where the downward point is there, that is the bottom point is there, that is called as trough. T-R-O-U-G-H. Trough is the lowest point. In the lowest point, totally economy is shrinked. Totally economy is contracted. There is a fall in price, fall in consumption, fall in production, fall in GDP, fall in the profit, fall in the credits. Unemployment problem is rising, inequality is rising. Not at all a good picture, right? So trough is the lowest point where all the economic activities are totally contracted. Now see, this is what has happened now in our country, that all the economic activities contracted. 3 months lockdown, no one can go out, no one can do any business, all the malls are closed, everything is closed, only the essential items we are getting. But government, have you seen that from the 24th of March onwards, when lockdown was declared, after that, when government realized these things, that economy has totally shrinked and all those things, immediately government had some measures, right? Prime Minister declared that they are going to pour crores of rupees in the economy. They are going to start various projects in the economy, and then after that, all the 7 days, 1 full week, our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman, she came and she told all the remedial measures to bring the economy back to the original position. So this is what, from the trough, the economy is going now little bit upward. This is what is called as expansion path. Economy is growing little bit upwards. So what government has done? Government, first they have done that they transfer the money in the accounts of the people. Okay, so direct transfer ho gaya. So what happened? People, when they get the money in their account, at least they will demand something. When they are demanding something, what is happening? The production process starts again. When the production process starts again, what happened? The producer appoint people for the work, because production means labor is required, right? So more people are getting employment opportunities. When more people are getting employment opportunities, then definitely those people starts earning money, and when they start earning money, they are going to demand the commodities. So like this, now the economy now is going to change into the situation of contraction to the expansion. Slowly it is going upwards. Now our economy is also now moving somewhere. Again the lockdown is there, but some of the shops are open. Then the government is thinking of opening all the malls and all from the 1st of August onwards. So little bit of expansional activities are happening. So government is pushing now the economy. Government is trying to bring the economy from the crisis of unemployment, inequality, low income, low production, all those things. Now when these activities are getting success, government even started the program, that is what is called as MSME sector is developed by the government is giving lots of things for MSME sector. MSME is what? That is micro, small, medium industries. So they are also getting lot of encouragement, boost by the government, because these activities, the MSME sector is totally labor intensive. Labor intensive means there the labors are required. Where the labors are required, that is called as labor intensive, and where the capital is required, that is called as capital intensive. So now labor intensive industries are MSMEs, and those are now encouraged by the government. Government is boosting them. There is a lot of expansional activities happening in all over our country. So many new projects government started. Expansion of roads, expansion of highways. So many new projects are now started. Now if you might have heard the Prime Minister 4 days back, when there was a summit, and US government called our Prime Minister for that. So Prime Minister told that, of course that was online, and Prime Minister told very clearly to all the people that come and invest in India, because this is the right time for you to come and invest. He told all the activities like primary sector, yes, you can invest because primary sector is growing. Secondary sector, all the industrial activities are growing. In tertiary sector, insurance, banking sector, everything is growing, and there is lots of opportunities happening. Prime Minister is at the summit, he is calling the people to to invest in our country. That means we are very positive for the expansional activities, because we want to take out the economy from the contraction to the expansion part. So that is what is called as expansional activities. And now this is what the expansional activities happening. Are you there in that with the diagram? See now in the diagram, when it is going to the highest point, that is called as the peak point. Peak is the highest point. In the peak point, what happens? Everything is very rosy picture. Like there is a rise in consumption, there is a rise in production, there is a rise in GDP, there is an increase in employment, there is no problem in economy, full employment is there. Then prices are also very high, growing up. There is a rise in the profit. Banks are also giving lot of credit. People are demanding lot of credit. Stock prices are growing. Profits, business profits are rising sharply. All those things are happening at the peak level. Peak is the highest point. Trough is the lowest point, and peak is the highest point. At peak what happens? That if there is a full employment. अभी देखो peak से वापस contraction में economy क्यों जाती है? Just understand, peak is the highest point where there is a full employment. Full employment means everyone is getting the job. When everyone is getting the job, demand is rising. When demand is rising, what happens? The producer has to produce more because demand is rising. But how he can produce? Because already entire economy is employed. There is a full employment. All the people are employed. Now, because of that, he cannot appoint new people. Then what happens? Demand is rising. So, there is no other option but to increase the price. The prices starts increasing at the peak level, and peak becomes the turning point for coming the economy to the recession. Okay, because the demand is rising but supplier is not able to supply all, producers are not able to produce more because all the people are employed, there is a full employment level achieved, and after that economy starts growing down to the recession part. Okay, so the first slide Just I'll read. Now you understood that trade cycle or business cycle is a part of economic system. A business cycle is a swing in the total national output, income and employment. Usually it is lasting for the period of 2 to 10 years. Like we can't say that 2 years or 5 years. जैसे मैंने बोला, if we get a good doctor, we can get rid of our problem immediately. So like that, if the government is having a good measures, then we can come out of the problem very quickly. So generally the economists divide trade cycle into two main phases, contraction and expansion, and peak and troughs mark the running point or the turning point for the trade cycle. The downward of the trade cycle is called as contraction, where all the economic activities are declining. The recession begins at peak. I said just now why the recession starts, because full employment level is there, and it ends at trough के पास जाके end होता है. The expansion is a period in which economic activities are rising. The trough is the turning point where the economic activity is at its lowest, and peak is the upper turning point where the level of economic activity is at highest. This is what we already discussed in the last lecture. I just revised all those things. Now students, I am just telling you, go to the next slide where the color diagram is there, and the heading is phases of trade cycle or phases of business cycles. Okay, so phases of business cycle. Now we are going to the next part. Now there are 4 phases of business cycle. Understand, there are 4 phases of business cycle. Number 1, depression. Number 2, recovery. Number 3, prosperity. Number 4, recession. The one line is there in between, that is called as the growth trend line or growth path line. Okay, this entire trade cycle is divided into 4 parts. Now we will discuss one by one. First part is depression. What is the meaning of depression? Depression is a period of low economic activities. LOW, low economic activities. All the economic activities are coming down. Growth rates are also going below the steady path, steady growth. There is a reduction in production, reduction in employment, reduction in income, reduction in investment, reduction in demand and price in this phase. Depression means everything is coming to low. All the activities are coming low, or all the activities are shrinking. The bank deposits and the credit shrink due to the decline in the economic activities. There are no economic activities, that is why no one is going to the bank to get the loans or any type of this thing. There is no investment, stocks are also not profitable, and business profits are negative or they go low. So generally the depression is the period where I told you, we were just discussing in the contraction period, that is falling consumption, falling production, increase unemployment, fall in prices, fall in profits, demand is for the credit goes low, profits are going low. So all the activities are coming to stand still. But we can't even predict that how long the depression will be there. When the person is in the depression, what happens, you know that, right? The person is not able to go to the work, he is not able to do anything. So all economy is also like that only. Everything is contracted, no business, no employment, no demand, no profit. So everything is shrinking, there is a contraction. Then we don't know how long this period will be there. As I said, if we get a good doctor, we can come out of the problem immediately. Like that, if government is taking good steps, good measures to bring the economy back, then definitely we can come back in the short period. But we can't predict that how long this period will be there. It can be for 1 month, it can be for 2 months, it can be for years, it can be for for a long time also. There was a Great Depression in 1929-32. So 1929-32, 3-4 years economy, entire globe was suffering the problem of the depression, right? So some great depression, some great shocks in the economy are experienced by entire globe. Now this is a shock to the economy. Now what has happened in the economy, that is a total shock, because it never happened total lockdown in any economy. It never happened the total lockdown. So this is a great economic shock in entire globe. Now when we said that depression is like this and all those things, but when anyone is having a sick any illness problem, or any person is a sick person, then we cannot keep that person just like that. We go to the doctor, we go to the best person, we go to the specialist, and we see that the person is getting recovered. So like that, for economy also, the second phase is recovery. Now what is recovery? Like reviving the economy is the recovery. Revive. Now what is happening in our economy? That government has declared so many measures. MSME sector, new avenues are open for the people. Then so many new projects are coming. That means economy is reviving now. So economy is entering in the phase of recovery. When economy is entering in the phase of recovery, it registers upward trend. Upward is what? A positive one. Downward is a negative. Depression or recession is a negative because it is going down, but recovery is going up. It registering upward trend. Upward trend, in which field they are showing the positiveness. There is an increase in output, there is an increase in income, there is an increase in employment, and economy starts reviving the process, and reviving the process of going to the boom period or going to the prosperity period. So this is what you have to understand about recovery. They say any person who is coming out of any disease or any major illness, like someone is having heart problem, or someone is having open heart surgery or brain surgery or kidney transplant, to bring that person back to the normalcy, it takes time. So like this, economy also takes time to come back to the normalcy. But when recovery is happening, it is a positive sign. When we say that if the person is not well, when he said, yeah, I am recovering, that is a positive sign, because after recovery he can go to the work, he can produce good results and all. So like that, economy is also recovering. And when economy recovers, it enters into prosperity phase. I showed the prosperity with green. Green is a symbol of that, like the prosperity. Okay, so economy is entering into the prosperity phase. Now prosperity mein what happens? Prosperity mein there is an increase in output. Output is growing. Employment opportunities are growing. Investment increasing. Profits are rising. Banks are giving loans at concessional rate. Prices are also growing. The standard of living of the people are rising because there is a full employment. Standard of living किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है? If you have a good income, you can have all luxury items. That means you can have a good standard of living. So all the things are happening in the prosperity. Standard of living is going up. People are demanding luxuries, commodities. People are demanding comforts because their necessities are already cleared. They are getting income to clear their necessities. So they turn to the next. That is, they want comfortable goods. They want to have the luxurious goods. So standard of living is rising. That means it is like banks credit grows rapidly. Then idle funds are there, they are channelized into the productive areas. Money supply increases. They say now how the money supply is increasing in our economy, because government already transferred money into people's account. Government has taken lots of steps, like government even we need not have to pay our tax right now, because government has given concession to us that you can pay the taxes after 4-5 months. So that means, say for example, I have to pay the tax right now, 50,000 rupees a tax I have to pay. If government made it compulsory for me that I have to pay the tax right now, so 50,000 rupees I have to pay tax. That money I cannot use for my demand. But government has given us concession that you can pay income tax after in the month of October, November. These concessions are given by the government. That means that 50,000 rupees I can use for having my or completing my demand. This is how there is a supply of money in the economy. So there is a, like, full employment and all those things are there in the prosperity. Now again, prosperity means we are going to the peak point. Peak is also called as boom, BOOM, PEAK, similar. We are going to the highest point. We are going to the highest point. Everything is very good. Everyone is getting good income. Profit is there in the economy, and all those things are there. Rosy picture. Everyone is happy. But again, it is coming back. As I said, when the full employment level is peak, at the peak point, when the full employment level is there, there is a problem of fulfilling the demand. Okay, and then the prices of the commodities starts rising. This is how then economy is going back again to the downward movement, and the recession starts from that boom period. So again the economic activities are contracting, they are slowing down, and again the phase of downward process starts. The growth rate is coming down, the employment becomes a problem, there is a decline in production, there is a decline in employment, there is a decline in GDP, and the profit is falling, rate of interest is falling, employment is falling, all those things are there, right? So this is what is happening in all the economies, whether the economy is developed economy, whether the economy is undeveloped economy, any economy or every economy is facing the problem. The recession can be mild or sometimes it can be severe, and it is recurring type. Business cycle recurs means it occurs again and again. They keep on coming, and we don't know the exact time how long they will be there in the economy, how long they will be there in the economy. No one can predict. If we get good measures like how our Indian government is taking good measures now, so there are chances that we can come back very soon and we can move to the prosperity phase. But that is totally depending upon the measures. As I said, that if we get a good doctor, we can come out of the disease very quickly, because the diagnosis is correct, and then we get the medicines and we are coming back immediately. In the same way, in the economy, the same thing is happening. Now everyone is saying that Indian economy can come back to normalcy very soon, but how soon, that we don't know. Whether it will take 1 year of time, 2 years of time, we can't imagine that 3 or 4 months of lockdown, no production, no one is going out of house. First time in the history it is happening. So how long it is going to take, that we don't know. But it is coming back. We are now moving to the upward trend. Recovery trend is there in our economy. Now see, when I said that when we get a good doctor, we can come out of the disease very fast. In the same way, the government is a doctor for the economy. The government has to take certain steps, and there are two things that government can take. Number one, monetary policy and fiscal policy. That is totally is depending on the government's decision. Monetary policy means it is related to money, whether money should be more in the economy or less in the economy. Money supply should be more or money supply should be less. If government wants money supply more, government can reduce the bank rate, then open market operation, SLR will be less, CRR will be less, all those things are there. And there can be a expansion of money supply. But if government wants to contract everything, it goes opposite. They can increase the bank rate, they can increase SLR, they can increase CRR, all those things. So monetary policy is totally the policy which can be controlled by the government, and that is the major. But only monetary policy is not enough. Now see, now in our economy, government has taken measure that people will be getting money in their accounts. Then up to November, every people below poverty line will be getting free food grain facilities. But that is only not enough one. Then what government is doing? That fiscal policy, that means about the tax. Fiscal is about the tax. Okay, so the fiscal policy also government is changing, right? The economic year ends in the month of March, but we have to pay our income tax in the month of March or in the month of April. But now government extended that period, right? So fiscal policy is also flexible now. Government is changing the fiscal policy. Government is increasing the public expenditure. Government's expenditure is rising now. right? Government is giving lots of money in the economy, government is pushing money in the economy, government is injecting money in the economy. So lots of things are done by the government. So only monetary policy is not enough to bring the economy back, and only fiscal policy is also not enough to bring the economy back to the normal position. Monetary policy and fiscal policy, both the things are very they have to go together. There has to be coordination between that two policies, so that the economy can come back to the normalcy. There can be a stabilization of the economy, and economy can come back to the normalcy. So as I said, there cannot be forecasting about the trade cycle will come now or it will not come. No one can predict, no one can forecast about the trade cycle. No one can say that yes, now it is over. So trade cycles are of recurring nature. There is no fixed time for that. It is totally depending upon the measures taken by the government, monetary measures and the fiscal measures taken by the government. On everything, whether the economy is coming back or not, that is depending. This is what you have to understand about this. Students, I will revise once again that there are 4 phases: depression, recovery, prosperity and recession. How it is going up and down, economy is coming down, it is going up. I explain it to you in a very systematic way. This is what you have to understand about the entire this trade cycles. I hope everyone understands.